Jaime from Inky&Scrappy, sharing with you today a Looking Sharp Sunset card featuring Lawn Fawn's Build a Succulent die set. This will be the first of I haven't decided how I'm breaking down all of my cards for this one. So I think I have 5 cards created. It might end up just being 3 videos because I'll probably combine 3 of them into one. So for this one, I have all of my pieces have been die cut since May when I did my Brewing Up Creativity class locally. I usually do one interactive, a little bit more labor intense card and then something that's a little bit simpler. And so we had done the plant succulent ones for my simpler ones, and we did 2 4-bar cards. And so I have all of these succulents already cut out, ready to go. They've been sitting on my desk since May, yes. Life just happened and I didn't get around to it. So I'm pulling in, this is a new color blend for me. I don't know, it just came to me and I wanted to give it a go. I think I've seen some gorgeous sunsets lately and some gorgeous pictures of sunsets lately. And this blend just kind of spoke to me, like the purples and the pinks and then the oranges. Now, when I'm blending, I did blend on some Ohuhu marker paper. I don't like it for coloring with my alcohol markers, but I do love it for blending my oxides on. You never know what you're going to find. And since I have a huge pad of it, I use it for this. It works. I think it blends fairly close to what Strathmore Bristol, I can't talk today, Bristol Smooth kind of blends, and so you get that, I don't know, it just makes a gorgeous blend. So I will do some water splattering on here and some other stuff. So the orange there was dried marigold, and then of course that light pink is spun sugar, and then that purple was dusty Concord, and then I went around the outside with some chipped sapphire just to darken it up to make it look a little bit more night sky looking. And then I'm going to bring in my brush here with whatever was left on it. I don't think I actually re-ink my blending brush at all here. So for my other ones, I like to use the foam, the dome foams or the regular foams, either the Tim Holtz ones or the scrapbook.com ones. Both of them work beautifully. I like to prime my foams, and I only use, those are the only things that I actually have a color, like each one has its own color or its own blending foam, because I will do a re-inker and saturate it to get a nice full blending foam, and then I have a book that I store them in so they don't mix, if that makes sense. And that seems to make making those backgrounds really quick and easy, because I think I only sped this one up like maybe 2.5, 3 times what my normal speed is. So I want to say that whole background probably took me about 5 minutes. It's super fast. So I am going to bring in this Saddle Up and Celebrate stamp set from MFT Stamps just for that sentiment on it. I have a couple from Lawn Fawn that have like the succulent stuff, which I will use them later on, but I was looking for, something a little bit sassier, and so it wasn't what I wanted, but it was what I had in stock, so on hand, and I was trying not to buy new things. So I did let my background dry, and then I powdered it with my Tailored Expression anti-static powder tool, stamped it with VersaFine Onyx black ink, and then just heat set some clear embossing powder over the top. For my clear embossing powder, I use Ranger's Ultra Fine Clear, if you were wondering. So what am I sad about on this one? I am sad that I covered up most of that orange part of my sky. I should have maybe made it a little bit farther up. It's just pretty, and then I lost part of it on the background. Kate was laughing at me. She's like, it's fine. I'm like, but it was pretty. So as you saw, I kind of laid out what I was thinking. And then, of course, I didn't take a picture. And, I didn't go back and watch footage. So I'm still working on kind of rearranging, setting up. This is probably my biggest struggle bus when it comes to making cards with plants and flowers. It's why I don't do a whole lot of plants and flowers on cards. I struggle with placement. Not that they look horrible when they're done. The process of it is, I want to say irritating to me, but it just doesn't, I always second guess myself on plant placement and flower placement when I do those style of cards. That's probably why I don't do them a whole lot, which is funny because, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So I am adding on my hilly border there. I had started with some brown, added some walnut stain to the top to give them a little bit more definition. And of course, I splattered all of the things because I like splatter. And it was sparkly splatter. Yes, do you see that the violet Brutus Monroe Aqua pigment is on its side over there? I don't realize that the cover is not on at this point. I really did not realize that the cover was not on until I started cleaning my desk up after I was done with the card in full. So if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my Instagram post on the mess it made on my desk. I only ended up throwing out a couple, I think one piece of paper on a card I had cut out to put together and I haven't done yet. Go, big surprise there, right? And so, yeah, it is what it is. I ended up with some gorgeous backgrounds with it, and it will be, I'll be splattering a lot of things with violet aqua pigment because I did have a pipette and I pipetted a lot of it into a dish. So it's sitting on my desk ready to use. Yeah, that's life. That's called hot mess expressing it. It's how I live. Okay, so I am just working on placement here, and yes, I filled this card up with lots and lots of cacti. Is it cacti? Is cacti plural for cactuses? I think it's cacti. I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody will tell me. Anyways, so I will cut off all of the extra bits here. A hot take, wait until stuff dries to cut it off. I did fine on the front of it. It was on the inside of my card because I was trying to use up all of the pieces that were on my desk because I was over making plant a succulent, build a succulent cards. I was like, I'm just, gonna try to use all of them on this one. I got close. I think I only had like 2 or 3 left, which wasn't too bad. I think I finished up my last 2 simple ones that I had mostly laid out with the couple of pieces that I had left. So it worked. So I added some more on the inside to bring that outside seam in. And here's where I say, maybe wait until the glue is dried, because sometimes, they just cut better when they're dried. It is what it is. And then for my inside sentiment, I just couldn't find one that was going to go with looking sharp. I had one in my head that was going to work, but I could not actually find the stamp because I wanted it to say looking sharp and then the inside saying considering your age and all. So I ended up going with, I didn't forget your birthday. It just took me a while to believe you're that old. See, it still kind of went, but it wasn't the one I wanted. I still haven't found the other one. I'm sure it's in my mess somewhere. I'll find it when I clean. So, famous last words. Anyways, there is my completed looking sharp card using Lawn Fawn's Plant a Succulent set. Oh, it is Plant a Succulent, not Build a Succulent. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day. Keep getting inky. Did you see that new logo? Yeah, somebody actually got her stuff together and made a new one. Bye!